Alright everyone, here we go. This is a very important reading. This is mid-November 2021 monthly overview. There's a lot going on in the energies. A lot of you going through some mood swings and all kinds of things happening. I hear about it on my Twitter feed, but I see it in the people around me, and I feel it within me, and I feel it in the energies. Alright. This is a mid-November reading. Alright. We remember my November reading where we talked about a song, Helplessly Hoping, and all of that. These monthly overviews, the mid and the beginning of the month, are very important because they give us an indication of where we're at energetically. For those of you who write into me who don't like my dissertations, you can fast forward if you want to, if you don't want to know what's going on, but I don't want to hear a fucking question from you on my Twitter feed. Why am I mood this way today? Why am I this? Because I already fucking answered it, and I'm going to answer it in about 2 minutes. That's all it's going to take me, because it's very simple to explain what's happening. Especially if you already watched my new moon reading. My scorus new moon, we call it. I said the new moon was tied to the full moon, which has a partial eclipse, right? It's a new moon in Taurus. It's a full moon in Taurus with a partial eclipse. It's a new moon in Scorpio that we had, and I did a reading on that. And in that reading, I said we were having a reboot. Okay? I said at the new moon, it's about the programs closing. I gave you a computer analogy. I said it's like closing the programs before you need to restart. Shit, I'm out of RAM. I need to restart. So you start closing all the windows you got open, all the browsers, the Word, and all the other shit you got open. And then you hit reboot. Start, reboot, whatever your computer does. That said, this is reboot week. Right here where I'm pulling this reading on the 14th of November, we're leading up to the eclipse on the 19th. It depends where you are, but the 19th is where it is here. It's a reboot. Man, that's what's happening. But as the energies get closer here, I realized I asked the universe this morning on my walk to tell me what's going on. I said, I want to know what's going on. I'm very good at manifesting information. You see me do it here on video with these tarot readings. I got my answer in what is for me record time, 3 seconds. I asked the question, and before I could say, well, there's my, I let it go, and before I could get to my kestrel field so that I could be neutral, I got my answer. I came around the corner in a building that I walk past every day. During COVID, they had shut it down. They had, all the workers had gone back to work from home and all that kind of shit. And they had fenced the building in, and it has vines that grow on the building. And the vines had literally, between, the middle of 2020 and now, or the early part of 2020 and now, and yesterday, the vines had taken over the whole thing. The whole parking lot was vines, everything. It was just vines. It looked like something out of a horror movie. So I come around the corner after I ask my what's going on universe question, and the fence is gone, and the work crew is just finishing up cleaning up all the vines. The building looks like it did in November of 2019, before COVID, pre-COVID. So why is that important? Because November of 2019 was the beginning of this cycle. Okay, give or take. It rolled in. It started to roll in about September 2019. It hit, I call it the end of 2019 is the beginning of this cycle. Now, before anybody hits their stop button and says, well, this guy, I met my person 3 months ago, so that's not that. No, I don't care if you met your person 3 hours ago. You're part of this cycle. That matters. Okay? It's a cycle. You're part of it. Okay? People come in and out of it at different intervals, but you're still part of a cycle. It is what it is. I misjudged the reboot. I felt in the energy that we were rebooting back to about November 2020, the 11/11 portal on November 2020, a year ago. I was wrong. The universe corrected me today. This is a full reboot, and that's why all the mood swings are here. That's what's happening. We are back to the beginning of the cycle. It's a reset, okay, with this full moon partial eclipse. It is a reset in the energy. What does that mean? Well, aside from the fact it's a great tie-in and explanation on the backside of why Back to the Future kept coming up, we're basically Michael J. Fox right now. When you wake up in the morning on the 20th of November, You're Michael J. Fox, Marty McFly, in some farmer's barn in 1955 with him shooting at you with a shotgun because he thinks you're a spaceman in your radiation suit. Essentially, we're going back in time, and it's a total reset on the entire cycle. What does that mean to you? The people in the cycle waiting on a DM or a DF learning their lessons or whatever it is? Well, I'll tell you what it means. It means the universe is basically saying to you, I hope you learned your lessons, DF and DM, because here's your second chance. Here's your second chance to get it right. Now, whether your DMs come in or not, I don't know. But if you've been following my readings, you know that we've been tracking this energy all year. And you know what's been happening, and you know you saw my 11:11 reading, and you've been following your signs. Basically, the universe is saying, I hope you two kids learned your lesson, because it's a complete reset. Here you go. Here's your second chance. And that's what's happening. It truly is. It is basically, energetically speaking, as of the end of this week, the beginning of the cycle again. And it's going to bring in a whole new wave of people into the cycle. It does this. We get the reboots occasionally throughout the cycle. They're not very common. They're pretty rare, but we get them occasionally, and it brings in a whole new wave of people. You might see a spike in my subscribers between now and the end of the year, for example. You might, as they come in. If they find me, if they need me, they'll find me. That's how the universe works. You all found me because you needed me. And most of you have told me that anyway. But that's why I say if you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. So that's what's going on. So you're going to have mood swings all week. It's a lead up to an eclipse anyway. But aside from that, not only you're going to have mood swings, and you're going to get horny, you're going to get angry, you're going to get sad. If you have any kind of depression at all, you might want to keep your meds handy, because you're probably going to have a dip. It's okay. It's perfectly normal. It's because it's going back to the beginning. It's almost, you'll have a sense for some reason of great nostalgia. Okay? That as we get closer to the eclipse, you'll have a sensation of nostalgia for the connection. It'll be sort of like, going back to something. Wow, I haven't been here since I was a kid, It's like when I went back to that Kestrel field. I went there before I left for California. That Kestrel field I sit in, my neutral place. I went back there before I left for California just to see it one more time. It was like, it's that kind of feeling when I looked around. I was disappointed that they was keep off the grass now, because people apparently were littering and humping in the damn grass, and they decided nobody could sit out there no more. But aside from that, it's that kind of feeling. Okay? So that's what's going on. This is general reading. It's for mid-November 2021. Let's see what's happening on the DM side. All right, I'm pulling in the incoming energy here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. And I appreciate everybody that doesn't fast forward. Part of the reason I'm here is to teach you guys some things, to set the record straight on energies. Maybe teach you a little bit about how the world around you actually works, so you can manipulate it. And you can be like me and walk around and just get answers to your fucking questions in 3 fucking seconds. That blew my fucking mind. I'm like, oh my God. As soon as I saw the energy coming out of that parking lot, I was like, oh shit, it's a full reboot. I actually said that out loud. I think one of the work crew thought I was nuts. I am. But it's a full reboot. So I hope you two have learned your lessons. DF, DM, DA through DZ. Universe doesn't care. Whatever D you are, I hope you learned your lessons, because this is your second chance. And they don't come around often. These full reboots are rare. So I hope your DM, for a lot of you, they're going to get it together. I got a King of Swords here in my pre-shuffle as my bottom card. Right there. I'm just drawn to this great horned owl's eyes. Every time I'm drawn to the eyes on this card, it's somebody who's figured something out. He's seen the mouse, right? These guys usually hunt rats, but he's seen the mouse, and he's going to get it. Right here with the rainbow sword. Underneath that is the 6 of Swords. It's about making something right. He's determined, male or female. I'm just going to call him a he. He looks like a male. The males usually... Anyway. determined to make things right, move things on to calmer waters, come toward the rainbow. And you remember, I talked about it in my little dissertation there that half the damn people fast forwarded through. I talked about Back to the Future, right? And we've been calling this the flux capacitor, haven't we? For a while, since Back to the Future showed up in September. Here it is, right here. This sucker's lit. This is something's happening, and it's happening soon. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen in a reboot. Now, I don't really care. Honestly, I don't care if the DM... I've been pulling on the DM side all fucking year. I want to punch half of them in the head. What I do care about, I don't care if they come in and talk to you. If they do, they better be a fully cooked turkey, or I'm going to be pissed. And I'll be even more pissed if you take them back as an uncooked turkey and then come back to me later and say, oh, but they let me down again, Steve, they ran. I'm going to just block you on Twitter if you do that. I don't even want to talk to you. Because I've been trying and trying and trying. I hope you've learned your lesson, the DF. I hope you found your Empress. And you realize that you don't know what's around the next corner. Alright? Getting all depressed about this. And, oh, things aren't good right now. Right now is done. That's it. It's gone. Right now just happened. Oh, another right now just happened. Anything can happen. Just like me coming around a corner today and getting an answer to my question from the universe. That building's been shit. Nobody's been touching that. I walked past it yesterday. It looked like a horror movie. There wasn't even a sign up that said workmen were coming. They didn't block any parking spaces like they always do for their dumpsters and shit. Nope, nothing. Just all of a sudden. And it's only fucking 8:30 in the morning here, 9:30 in the morning. What the hell? They can't start working in this city till 8 o'clock. They worked fast. Must have. I didn't hear anything. Anyway. Soon, transformation, death card, and underneath the death card is you. The irreplaceable rainbow buck with stability. 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. That's your energy, that's the static energy attached to that. The incoming energy is causing transformation, will realize something, and for a lot of you, this is your best chance of hearing from this person you've had since they ran from you. Okay? Whether or not they're a cooked turkey, we're going to find out. Because I'm going to shuffle the deck right now and we're going to do a reading. That's enough of the dissertations. This is about the point where the fast forward people will join us. And then they're going to ask me all sorts of questions about everything I just said, and I'm going to get annoyed. Why do I feel so strange, Steve? I'm just going to block you the minute you ask me that. Because I covered it right here on this fucking video that I know is going to get 20,000 views, because I know these overviews do. And I know you saw it. You fast forwarded, didn't you, you son of a bitch? Alright, there we go. I warn you. I'm fast on that block button on Twitter. I'm going out to Twitter from now on to have fun. I like it. I had fun yesterday with Bridget and H and and Amanda and all that. That was fun. That was nice. We had a fun little day out there. That was nice. I don't want no more shit out there. I'm just going to start blocking people. I get enough shit at home. I don't need it online. You know, it's funny. I always say the only person on earth who's got a right to ruin my day is my wife. And she's like, we've been together 20 years. She's family, and she puts out. So unless you're putting out, you don't have a right to ruin my day with some stupid comment. All right? I tell you what. All right, giving the deck. I tell you, giving the deck a shuffle. Right here. Here we go. Let's see what we got here, universe. Now, this is my before the cut position, and this is the why the fuck are we here. Okay? This is, in my reading, before the cut, is why the fuck are we here. So why the fuck are we here, DFs? Why? Because 99.9% of you are DFs. Why are we here? Well, what the fuck did I just talk about? If you fast forwarded, you don't know. Well, what the fuck was I just talking about? A full reboot, right? Didn't I say that? Did I? Rewind. I love saying that. Did I say that? I said a full reboot. Yeah. The world. That's a full fucking reboot. That's the most powerful card in the major arcana before the cut. A cycle is fucking ending and a new cycle is beginning. Except in this case, it's a rewind. Right? It is. That's what's happening with the energy. And this week, you're all going to be going through some crazy fucking mood hops. Alright? Again, if you're at all depressed or bummed out, expect it. Expect a dip. It's okay. It's just because of the energy. It's just what's happening. You're fine. Don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything stupid. Don't get into a woe is me, poor pitiful me crap. Knock it off. We're going to wake up in the morning on November 20th and the following week. It's going to be you're going to feel nostalgia all the time. You're going to be like, wow, everything seems new. And what is it? That's what it is. And some of you are already feeling that. I've seen the tweets. Some of you are already feeling the new now. It's already reset for you. Y'all on different timelines. Y'all snowflakes. What comes after the world? The Seven of Wands. It's fighting for something. In this case, this card has so many meanings. This card is blocked. This card, if you block someone on social media, it can have the energy around it of that. The universe can put it there. It could be somebody standing up and doing what's right for them, which is kind of what it is here. All right? It's about I'm drawn to the flame here. As far as this rewind and all of that, I'm drawn to this flame. It's like everything has been wiped out. There's been a huge forest fire, and there's just one little thing burning left. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's a restart. It's where it all began. The whole forest fire began with some asshole throwing a cigarette down on the ground, and it started with a little flame just like that. And that's the energy I get off this card. I don't read cards. I read energy. The cards are just pretty pictures for you. The universe puts the energy around the card, and I interpret it. That's what I do. Let me give the deck a final shuffle. The world falling in Why the Fuck Are We Here is perfect. And that's perfect, too. All you need to look at on this card is that. Right there. Every forest fire starts with that. It's usually some asshole with a cigarette or didn't know how to put a campfire out properly. That kind of thing. Burn down half a fucking state. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. Other times it's just lightning, but whatever. Let's go here, or brush that has grown in. Give me a final shuffle here, universe. Mid-November 2021. This reading goes from mid-November, which is November 14th right now when I'm pulling it, right up through probably first 4 or 5 days of December. Okay? I'm not a time lord. That's the best I can do for the universe. I have to tell it. If you shuffle the cards and you're given a time frame to the universe, the universe it doesn't have a calendar. You got to picture it in your head in a way it'll understand. I picture the actual calendar and the actual days, and then I run through the days to show it. A day is one spin of the earth, so I have the earth in my mind and I have it spinning how many days I want. You know, which is why my pre-shuffle is pretty long for a monthly reading, because I gotta spin the earth 31 times most months. You have to do that. It doesn't know what fucking November is any more than it knows what a Scorpio is or what a Pisces. It doesn't know. That's all man-made shit. It doesn't care. It's just energy. That's all. Go up and talk to a radio tower and try to tell it what Pisces is or what I'm a fucking radio tower, motherfucker. I don't fucking know. That's it. You got to give it in a way it understands. It knows what the earth is, and it knows about the cycles. So you got to give it in cycles, or you won't get an accurate reading. Mine are pretty good. I think I do okay. I'm still trying to get my head around pulling readings on signs. I never even heard of that until last year out here on YouTube. I don't even know what the fuck that's about, but I do, because I show it what I want it to see. I explain what a Pisces is or whatever when I shuffle. It is possible, but I don't think other people do that, so I don't know what the fuck they're getting. All right, here we go. There's my shuffle. I'm in my kestrel field, and I was the whole time I was talking. You guys ready? It's going to be a fucking hell of a reading. I got the Four of Pentacles here as the overall energy. It's minor arcana. We are bound by your person's free will. But I tell you what, they can't let go of this. This is the card in a miser. I usually say this is fear. There's a little fear around it. Sure, misers are always fearful, but no, they can't let go of this. It's part of that nostalgia part I told you about after the reboot. Okay, so as we get closer to the eclipse and the nostalgia starts to kick in, you're going to be feeling it too, but so are they. They're the runner, right? They're the runner. And when they start feeling, that's where they feel the loss of the connection. nostalgia is kind of almost a feeling of loss in a lot of ways. It's, oh, I missed that time. I remember, yeah, I remember banging the collective. Yeah, they were good. Person I'm with now isn't good. That's not good. You know, that kind of shit. It's sad. And it makes people do shit. What's underneath this? 9 swords underneath it. Yeah. It's my discombobulated critter. I mean, that card picture says it all. It's going to be driving them batshit crazy. They can't let go of this. They're going to be. This is part of where your mood swings are going to be coming from. You're going to be picking it up from the other side. Don't get into. Don't fall into a trap. I'm telling you right now. The energy will lead you into. If you're at all prone to a woe is me attitude. Oh, my life sucks. I'm terrible. Everything sucks. You're going to fall right down that fucking hole. Do not let yourself go there. All right? Do not. You're going to fall so deep, even I can't get you out of it. It's tough to get people out of that because they don't want to listen. You know? They don't want to listen. It's really ironic in a lot of ways. When you're looking for answers from the universe, the best time to get them is when you're happy. But you really, because it lightens the energy, like my laughter that I do in the readings to kind of lighten the energy so you can get in, right? If you're tense and you're sad and all of that, the energy is very dense. It's very hard to get anything out of it. And that's when you most need answers, is when you're sad. But it's the least likely time to get them. And even in part because even if you do, you won't receive them because you don't want to. You're in a woe is me state. Oh, woe is me. Poor pitiful me. You know, that kind of thing. The universe will put the answer right in front of you and you won't see it. But when you're okay, when you're happy or at least in a good mood, you can get answers just like that. And you'll see them and you'll receive them. It's one of the great ironies of energy and manifesting. It's terrible to manifest from a point of sadness. It truly is. You won't get information, especially if it's information. What's the energy around the connection? Just a tip. Okay, it's just a tip. But it's true if you think about it. It's why we lighten the energy. All right? All right. 4 of Pentacles. They don't want to let this go. Discombobulated critter. Energy around the connection. Knight of Pentacles. It's a stop. And sometimes this card is moving slow, right? But sometimes he's stopped. And on some decks he is. And this right here, this animal deck can go either way. This little critter here, I think it's like a caribou or something, or a deer or whatever it is, can either be moving or he can be stopped. It's stopped. And it could be moving when I'm drawn to this here. This energy is going to stop the DM right in their tracks. It's going to stop the whole connection right in its tracks. Because it's a complete reset. You're going to wake up in a whole new fucking energy. It really is. It's okay. I can't wait to clarify that. I hope I see forward movement. What's the, how do they feel in their emotions? 9 of Wands. Stop. Everything in the baseline reading is stop. Even this, stop. Not moving forward. Holding back. Don't want to lose this. That's the energy around it. I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything. It's the old philosophical adage, if you don't know what to do, don't do anything at all. Somebody here, probably both sides, but as far as the runner's side, isn't going to know what to do. They're going to feel all sorts of things and think back and have all sorts of nostalgia, and all I got is stops here. Walls and a stopped caribou or deer or whatever. How do they feel about you and their soul? Not what they show you, not what they tell you, because, good Lord, give me a break. 6 of Wands. Again, it's transformation. It's got the butterfly on it. There's 2 sides to this. How they see you is doing well. Their perception of you, whether you're doing well or not, doesn't matter. Their perception of you is you're okay. And for some reason, I get a surprise element with that on their side, almost a jealousy in some way. This is soul energy, so it might not be reflected out into the 3D, out through their ego. That's the one side. On the other side, how they feel about you is they actually know. They know in their soul that you're the victory. But I have an absorbent amount of minor arcana. This is a court card, but minor arcana cards here. You know, your person's free will is mind-bendingly bad. They use it. I mean, it's literally like if their free will was a knife, and you handed it to them, they would just, oh, what is this? And stab themselves with it. Oh, that hurt. Oh my God, pull it out, it's got blood all over it. Stab again. I'll just do it again. I'm going to keep doing it. Oh my God, hoping for a different result. You know, it's the epitome of stupidity. It really is on some way, but it really is. The whole nostalgia thing is stopping them in their tracks, which is good. They're not moving away. They're not coming towards you. They do see victory with you. By the way, this is the hidden energy. The universe wants you to know through me. It's read with this. This is the final outcome. Potential. We can't count for your person's free will, which so far I'm not impressed. It's read with this 9 of Wands. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top. I forgot to do the whole thing. I'm very excited about this reading. Reboots, full reboots are rare. And speaking for myself, I'm excited for it. Because 2020 was, I'm excited for the energetic second chance. Okay? Because 2020 was the year that was canceled, as it was said on Twitter most of last year. It's the year that was canceled. I'm excited for this energy. Because there was a lot of hope going into 2020 before we all learned about, you know, all the shit that happened. This is very nice, and I'm excited for these connections. This is just the baseline read. Let's see where we go. I am going to extend this one. Bet you know there's going to be a link in the description. We're going to need to. Okay, what's the universe want you to know? Queen of Cups. What's stopping them in their tracks is almost something similar to what happened in a blip that happened recently. On 11/11, I did a reading. It was a 3-card reading about a blip in the energy. And in that blip, it affected everybody differently. On the DF side, it was a lot of technical glitches and things like that, because you all already feel the love for your person. But on the DM side, for a brief second, maybe 10 minutes tops, they felt everything they feel for you. Well, the reason the stop is here is because on the reboot, with all that nostalgia, they're going to be feeling. They don't like feeling. They don't like it. It stops them in their tracks. That's why this wall is here. Whoa, hold on. What's all this? You know, kind of a thing. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Final outcome, I can't wait to clarify this reading. Final outcome, potential. Red with the 9 of Wands, is the wall coming down? Is Mr. Gorbachev going to tear this wall down? I hope not, because David Hasselhoff played a concert after that. God, ruined the whole fucking thing. 5 of Pentacles, I don't know. This is a card of some, again, minor arcana. I got court cards and minor arcana here for the whole reading. It's a confusing time for your person, which is why the DFs are going to be going through the mood swings. Okay? Do not ask me why you're feeling a certain way. It is the energy. That's my answer. I will answer all the tweets right now. Your energy, the weather, all of it, from your person's side. It is minor arcana, worried about their free will, and oh, I'm going to, you know, they're prone to leave themselves out in the cold with a court card stop, okay, and a court card, but quite frankly, almost major arcana, because it's the most love one human being can feel for another. For me, in the tarot reading, the universe gave me this card instead of the Lovers. That tells me a lot. Because the Lover's card is more representative of the connection for me. This is how they're feeling. This is some shit. And right here, we see it here with the 6 of Wands on the B side of the energy, where I said they see victory with you. They want to transform this. But they get in their own fucking way. Right here. It's bad enough that the Knight of Pentacles moves slow. Now he stopped. And he stopped because the energy's doing some shit. We're getting a reboot. We're going to wake up on November 20th, and it's going to be November 20th, 2019, energetically. The beginning of the cycle again. There's a second chance here, but only if each side learned their lessons. Mainly, I know the DFs have. I know a lot of you are doing great. But the DM side, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, We all want second chances in life, right? We all want something, we all have something we wish we could do again, right? But what if you got it? You know what I'm saying? What if it was actually handed to you? And energetically, that's what's happening, all right? And I see it a lot. The DFs want, or the DMs rather, want to fix this. They don't know how to fix it, but they want to fix it. They want to make things right. They want to whatever. We see it in a few of the signs readings. In particular, we see it in the all signs readings sometimes. They want to. They want to leave someone they don't like. They want to fix this. They want to whatever. Well, now they're actually, their bluff is being called, and they're getting a chance to do it. Here you go. Here's how you feel. Everything is stopped. Everything is reset. We had the world and why the fuck we're here. We got a complete rewind here. A whole new cycle. The cycle is starting over. It's come around 360 degrees, and it's starting over again. We're just picking up the needle at the end of the record and moving it back to the beginning. The record is beginning again. They have a chance. Call your bluff, motherfucker. And it looks like in the baseline reading, they don't know what to do. Right? Because the Five of Pentacles is somebody who leaves themselves out in the cold. They do it to themselves. Let's clarify. Motherfucker. I'm going to switch decks. And I'm going to clarify with the big Light Seer deck. It is a more powerful version of the little one. The little one is good for certain things. We all learn our decks. The animal deck is deep. The little Light Seer deck is precise. This here, this is the one we used to bang with. This deck here has some attitude. All right, it's kind of a thing like that. All right, so here we go. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Let's clarify. We're going to go a layer deeper in the energy. We want to look for some repeating cards. I want to see repeating cards. If I don't, well, I'll tell you what that means later. Let's just clarify. I don't want to confuse nobody. All right, here we go. Oh, don't worry. We will. We'll see the repeating cards. Crossing the Knight of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles. This is a great big what do I do moment. Okay? This is a card of it has a lot of meanings too. It's a card of generosity. It's a card of equal give and take and balance, but it's out of balance here. It's out of balance. It's somebody stopped. And we're just realizing, and when something's out of balance, sometimes it stops. You know, if a gyro goes out of balance, it stops. It doesn't work anymore. It freezes up the whole thing, or it damages whatever it's running. But either way, it's interesting. Why is that interesting? Because the top, it tried to fly out of the deck, is a repeating card from the pre-shuffle. So we already got one. And so we're in good shape. It's the Death card. Someone could be, it's tough to say, there's a lot of energies here, could be realizing that they breadcrumbed something they probably shouldn't have. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what the next card is. This one I don't know. Yeah, it's the Sun. Yeah. That represents this connection a lot. This connection cycle, these connections have the potential to go the long term. Because they always are represented by the Sun. It comes up every fucking time. Or Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. But the Sun more often than not. The Sun with death, this is, again, it's a death to the out of balance, to the breadcrumbing, and rebirth to feeling this. They're going to be forced to, they're going to be thinking back. This is kind of the nostalgia where you stop. And, you know, I remember when I went back to that field before I left for California. Right? I hadn't been there since I was maybe 7 years old. I think we moved away from there. 7 years old. I was about 19 at the time when I went back before I came out here. I stopped. I was, you know, aside from the fact I became appalled by the keep off the grass sign, I stopped. It gave me pause. I was 7 years old again. You know, 5 years old. I sat in there when I was 5, 6, 7 years old. There's a lot of love in this connection. You see it here. That's what they're going to be feeling while they're stopped. The problem I have, this is beautiful. Okay, I get it. It's my field story. I get it. And I get that they're going to feel the love. The problem I have is this wall. And the only reason it's a problem is because of this, which is the overall energy here, where they don't want to let it go, but they don't. but they're afraid to come towards it too. So your person's been behind a wall a lot. And this card also has a lot of meanings. You know, I get these messages from the card readers all the time. Well, you know that the Nine of Wands doesn't mean an emotional wall. It can mean perseverance, and it can. I don't give a fuck what the book says. I read energy, and the energy here is a fucking wall, a barrier. And you can see it play out in the fucking reading with the final outcome that's read to it. They're sitting out in the cold. Why? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's shuffle the deck. I just mentioned that to try to prevent those messages from coming in. And I always think if I tell people I don't give a shit what you think, they'll stop telling me what they think. It boggles my mind. I don't walk into Burger King and say I hate Whoppers. I'm going to get my ass beat by a bunch of people in line in front of me that obviously love them. Or they wouldn't be there. You know, I mean, it just don't make no sense. This whole world thinks people give a shit about their opinion. My opinion matters here because it's my channel. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Sit here and say nothing? You know, of course I have an opinion. Well, you will go get your own damn channel if you want to have an opinion. This is Steve's Love Tarot, not Steve and what somebody else thinks Love Tarot. All right, here we go. Nine of Wands. There's a wall here. This is beautiful. Me at the field, remembering back, tearing up at the fact that says keep off the grass, which I didn't do. I don't follow instructions. But it's my fucking field, motherfucker. But they put up a wall. And it's a stop. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? This is beautiful. Fear. Remember I said they're afraid to come towards you, but they don't want to lose this. Okay, there is a little bit of fear here. I told you that in the beginning. Of what? Three of Cups is crossing this. They have to open up. They're feeling all this. It's me at the field, tearing up. I was 19. I remember being 5 years old watching them kestrels. I loved it. Those are happy times. Those were good. That field was my escape. Okay, it was my place to go where nobody bothered me. There was nothing, nothing to fear in that field. I used to sit there sometimes with my little friend from across the courtyard, Carolyn. My mother watches these videos. She sent me a picture of me and Carolyn when we were 5 years old. She said, I've forgotten all about Carolyn. I said, who the fuck is? Oh, the little girl who wouldn't shut up. Oh, that one, yeah. Just ask. She's a question machine, little Carolyn. My God. It was nice to see that picture, though. It was kind of cute. But anyway, they're feeling it. They're feeling it. They know they gotta open up. Something wants to come out from underneath this here. Yeah. Fakey McFakerman. It kept wanting to slide. They want to open up, but it's Fakey McFakerman. They weren't like me. I'm very open emotionally. I always was, even back then. I did tear up at that field. I did. There's a lot of memories there. It's like they're fighting that. They're fighting that urge. It's like they go to that field, and they think back on your connection, and they pretend it doesn't matter, but it does. Three Cups, the flow of emotion. What's on top here? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. They're put. All of this is being shoved down their throat, down their soul, if you will. This is the nurture. This is like the Empress. It's a divine feminine card. They're putting up a wall to the divine feminine, but the aspect of the divine feminine, the nurturing aspect, the stable aspect, everybody loves the Queen of Pentacles. She's fair, she's nice, beautiful, right? And they're putting up a wall to opening up to that. I hope I see something else here. I hope I do. I'm gonna pull it with you. I haven't looked. Oh God, I can't look. How about I just close my eyes and you tell me what it is? You all just yell into your screen. Oh God, okay. It's the High Priestess. Inside they know what they're doing is stupid. Your person knows they're a shithead inside their own mind, body, and soul. We're all the way through them. There's something here. There's a devil energy that's not here. There's a devil energy that is not here. It's floating around. We ain't seen the devil yet, but he's here. And we had a talk about that the other day on Twitter about devil energy. Somebody said, you know, go ahead. I'm a healer. I like attaching to people's energies. Just attach willy-nilly to people's. No, you don't do that. You don't know what's under. You don't know what's attached to that person. Devil energy. There's thousands of different frequencies of it, and it works a little like a computer worm. If you attach your energy to someone else, you don't know what you're taking in unless you're like me and you give them a full read. That energy, that devil energy, hides right underneath the surface energy, and it comes in like a computer worm, like a virus, and it worms through your system, and you might not get rid of it. You might all of a sudden wonder, well, I healed this person, I should have gotten good karma from it, but my car got stolen, I lost my job, it'll tear your life apart if you get the wrong frequency in there. Some of them are very powerful. You have to be very, 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 very careful about who you let attach to you. Now, that's the energy I'm feeling here. It's that under the surface, it's that weird devil energy, that not typical kind of thing. Alright? We're going to find it. I'll find it. I will. If there's something, the reason I say that is there's something here. This is beautiful energy. It's gorgeous. This is beautiful energy. This is beautiful energy. But all this and how they feel and and what it results in and the overall energy is shit. It's absolute shit. So let's see here. Why is the Six of Wands here? So I know there's something here that I can smell it, but I can't see it yet. Maybe it'll come out here. I don't know. We'll see. If not, that motherfucker, you know that motherfucking devil's going to show up in the extended. He always does. Because we go deeper there. Because there's less people. I can go. I can't go 10 layers deep here with 10, 20,000 people watching. You can't do it. It's not possible. There's too many variables at that point. The deeper you go in someone's energy, the more differences they have in what's wrong with them. You know, that's the easiest way to put it. Six of Wands. Why is it here? Six of Wands. Why is it here? Tell me about this. Yeah. Okay. The Hierophant. Everything about you is good. It's beautiful. Even here, look, everything about you is good. Their inner being knows it. They feel it here, but there's a wall. What the fuck? To opening up emotionally. Beautiful. Everything about you is beautiful. Everything about them is, oh my God, it's beautiful. Burn it. Burn it. It's like they'd set you on fire with a flamethrower or something. That's what I have in my mind. It's like, oh, what a beautiful person. Oh, I love you. And then they whip out a flamethrower and just torch it. Yeah, the Hierophant. It's gorgeous. And this causes them a great deal of stress. This card was trying to come out here. Trying to come out. 10 of Wands. Underneath a Hierophant. It stresses this person out that you're so fucking awesome. That they feel this way for you. That's a devil energy. It's a frequency. It's a minute frequency of it. It's just underneath the surface. It's not enough to bring a card out, but it's here, I promise you. You take my word for it or you cannot. But why the fuck aren't you feeling your person up on a couch then? All this beautiful. You know they love you. You love them. What's the problem? On a surface reading, that's my problem with surface readings of tarot. Yeah. What's the problem then? Why haven't they turned around and come back? Why aren't they here? Why aren't we humping? Well, because there's a fucking devil energy here, motherfucker. That's why. 9 of Cups. Everything about you is beautiful. 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups from the top of the deck. Everything about you. How they feel about you is a wish fulfilled. They're holding on to so much love. I don't even have words, motherfuckers. Okay? And when I call the DFs motherfuckers, you know I'm meaning business. I'm fucking serious here. Everything about you here, this is the part that irritates me. Everything about you here is beautiful. There's something with this person. There's something. And they need to get rid of it. If they come in and talk to you and that energy is still there, it'll bleed into your life. It'll take you down. You might meet them. They may come back and you got a high-paying job and you're doing great. And they go, oh, baby, thank you. Yeah, come back and get together. And then all of a sudden you lose your job, and then all of a sudden, but it's one of those kinds of devil energies. You got to be careful. There's a reason I had that tweet string yesterday with somebody. Everything happens for a reason. You all ought to try and find it, but I've already explained it here fairly clearly. Okay? There's different types of devil energy, and some of it's kind of invisible, and it hides. It acts like a computer worm. This is a fucking computer worm little thing here. Tell me about this. Universe says they love you. They're going to feel it. But that feeling, it causes everything to shut down. It leads to 5 pentacles. And fear. And holding back. But they don't want to lose you. It's very clear from the 4 of Pentacles here. They don't want to lose you. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Universe, talk to me here. Come on, I got the big deck. You want me to smack it for you? Huh? You like that? Come on, Universe. There we go. She likes that. She's a fickle old gal, but a horny one too. Alright, Queen of Cups. Come on. Talk to me. What's going on, Universe? What the fuck's going on here? What am I picking up on? Why is somebody at my orchestral field not crying with me? Okay, why? Come on now. Alright. Crossing the Queen of Cups is the 9 of Swords. Underneath that is the Page of Cups. There's some pain in this person. This devil energy's been attached to them for a long time. Long before you cross paths. This reboot that's resetting this cycle. Again, I want to reiterate. It's the universe saying, I hope the fuck you two have learned your lesson, because here's your second chance. Somebody here has been manifesting a second chance for this. Either you or them or both of you. Probably both of you, to be honest. You get it. It's here. These reboots happen. They're 12-year cycles. People come in and out throughout the cycle. These reboots happen. I've never seen one happen this quickly. Because the cycle just started. We're only 2 years in. Generally, they happen around the 4-year mark, ish, the first one. I've never seen one this early, but then this is a unique cycle. It's why I'm here. 9 of Swords. Worried about its communication, but just look at the girl. Forget about the damn birds. Look at the girl on the card. Look at the card it's crossing. Love, the most loved one human being. This is weird. It's someone who. Again, my flamethrower analogy from a moment ago, rewind, it's perfect. Oh, you're so beautiful, I love you, oh my God. And then they whip out a flamethrower and just... 7 of Pentacles. Stopped. It's stopped. It's giving them pause. It's divine timing. Okay? Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Never worry that your shoes are coming late from Amazon or wherever you get, eBay or whatever you're doing. Never worry about anything that's coming late, or one of my videos that doesn't upload and I do a tweet, I say, sorry guys, it's going to be another hour or something like that. Never worry about that, because it always everything happens for a reason. This is not a fucking random universe. And scientists learn even more and more every day how unfucking random it is. So, this is divine timing. Appreciate that. Divine timing is what you as the DF want here. Okay? Alright, it's red with the death card. This energizes this card. Alright, there's a cycle here that's ending. This death card we saw in the pre-shuffle. I don't have a lot of repeats from my pre-shuffle here. I got one, and it's a very powerful one so far. Alright. What's the next card? The universe is basically saying to us, this is a separate message. It is red with the energy of the connection, but it's a separate message. It's just us talking to the fickle old horny gal, right? They're going to come around. I don't know when. It's up to their free will, but this is red with the sun. The sun here, the energy of this connection in the 5D, I can tell you, in this cycle, it's part of the... I can tell you because it's the only reason I'm not fishing right now, and I'm here giving readings all year. Because I'd be just fine to put a boat in the water. If this cycle wasn't here, I'll be honest with all of you, we'd have never met. I'd be in a boat fishing for bass. That's what I'd be doing. That bottom line. Not a fucking video game fishing. The real deal. Actually outdoors fishing for bass. That's what I'd be doing. But I'm here because this is a very special cycle. It's very unique. It's very powerful. The energy of this connection in the 5D is pristine. It is clean. It's riddled with the sun, happiness, and love. The rest of it is a fucking flamethrower by the runner. like nothing I've ever seen. And I've been here trying to figure out why. And I've come to some conclusions from a lot of my extendeds as to why. And I've gone all Dr. Phil on them. But there's something else here. And we ain't seen the devil yet. And I'm sorry for the Southern English there, but sometimes when I get passionate, I drift into my father for a moment. That's the way he talked. He always used to say stuff like that. We ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen the devil yet. But I'm telling you, that son of a bitch is here. But the universe talking to you is saying there's too much love here, there's too much this, with death card here, divine timing. You don't want this person until they're done cooking. But this reset is really going to make them feel this. But it's not only going to make them feel it, there's been other things that have happened like the 1111 portal that make them feel it. But this reboot, this reset of the entire connection, as the world told us and as I told you before the world came out. I fucking knew it. With that building being reset back to a pristine setting that I hadn't seen since the end of 2019. I said, you got to be shitting me, because yesterday this was a fucking horror movie, and I'm walking past it at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's basically 2019. I'm like, what the fuck? The fence is gone, everything's gone. They cleared out the homeless people. Probably got them out there with axes chasing them. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. You know, that kind of thing. I missed all that, but I don't know. I don't know how they did it. But either way, they had quite an encampment in there. Good luck with that. But they managed. Divine timing. You don't want this turkey till it's done cooking. Love wins the day is what the universe says. It keeps telling me that. It's a repeating message. Now, that could mean a lot of things. Your person's free will could send them away. Fuck your other person. Fuck the DM or the runner. Whichever side it is. Fuck them. Worry about yourself. You got a great opportunity here. You're representing as this. You represent as the Empress. You represent as the King of Pentacles. You guys are the shit. And every time I do a twin flame journey reading, the cards I get for the divine feminine side are like, you don't know what's around the corner for you. There's some amazing shit. Worry about yourself. This shit will sort itself out. This is what the universe is trying to tell you here, right? And I slapped the deck. She liked that. Right? She was happy when she gave us these answers. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. We end with the Five of Pentacles here. That's not encouraging to me, and I don't like the energy around it. I like somebody, I'm taking it. This is the energy right here of I'm taking my toys and I'm going home. It's too much for me to deal with. Fuck it. I'm going to just sit out in the cold. I'll find somebody else. No, you won't, motherfucker. You won't replace this connection, but you know who will? The divine feminine will. That's who will replace this connection. You guys will have no trouble, because this is easy. This is child's play for the divine feminine to replace, because the divine feminine side just wants someone to love them, respect them, and you just want somebody to love, like the Queen song, right? I got somebody to love from Queen ringing in my head right now. That's it. You'll find it because you're surrounded by such beautiful energy. You'll attract it. That's why I warned you in the beginning of this. Those of you with depression or something, don't get into a poor, pitiful me fucking moment. That's bad energy. No one's going to want to come near that. I'm not going to ask that out. I'm not. No guy will. No girl will. Nobody will. You're going to be like the crazy lady in the neighborhood in the haunted house that the kids won't go to at Halloween. That's your metaphor. That's what that energy puts out. But you got to have some faith. If you can't muster full faith, at least a little bit of hope. But I recommend faith. That's what I do when I ask the universe for questions. That's what I'm doing here. I have faith I'm going to get my answer. I'm also watching a female kestrel right now grab herself a locust. I used to like it. They used to hunt the locusts. I love when in the springtime when the locusts were there. Those little flying grasshoppers ain't got a chance. Not a chance, motherfucker. Alright, here we go. Five of Pentacles. Why is it here? Well, look who's back. The card that was under the card that was crossing here, it is the Page of Cups. Right? This is something that goes back with this person. I think it was under something somewhere. We saw the page at some point. I think it was here. I don't know. I could be wrong. Focused on the reading. Page of Cups. Yeah. I'm taking my toys. You heard me say I'm taking my toys and I'm going home. That's what he'd do. I mean, look at him. He's dressed up in his little Mr. Spock outfit. He's a Trekkie, right? He's the nerd kid. Nobody go out with the Trekkie except the other Trekkie. But they're all boys, and he's not gay. So it's like, oh, fuck. You know, what am I going to do? Yeah, well, what you going to do, motherfucker? Get out of your little Mr. Spock outfit. That might be your first start, right? You know. And the thing is, I see these boots hanging here. If they don't come in and talk to you, they're likely to, you know, they're going to feel bad is what this means. They're making a huge mistake here. I don't know. This could indicate that they are going to come in with a little apology. It could. But it does indicate that it's somebody not on your emotional level. It would indicate an uncooked turkey. And that pisses me off. What's the top? Yeah, 9 of Swords. This is what was at the bottom. Now it's the universe through all that shuffling. This was the bottom here, right? All that shuffling, all it did was it took this and left it at the bottom, and it put this at the top now. So these energies are still together. 9 Swords and this. This is take my toys and going home. To a point. They're worried. This is red with the Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy. The reason this wall is here, aside from the devil energy that I motherfucking know is here. This wall is here. They're intimidated by you, on the very least, emotionally. Okay? But there's an intimidation factor here. Why are they so worried to talk to you? I don't worry to talk to you at all. I like you. It's okay. You're fine. Okay, this last card is red with the High Priestess. This better be fucking good, universe. I haven't looked. I'm going to pull it with you. Alright. It's a little black dress with a hood. It's the Magician. It's got the alchemy energy around it. They've got all the tools they need. I know I hate fucking saying that, but it's really the only way to phrase the energy around this. They've got all the tools they need to come in. They know what they need to do. When the Magician is red with the High Priestess, the Magician knows what they need to do. They're aware. My problem is this page crossing it. So this is where we got to go talk to the universe. Alright, let's talk to the universe. Let me put this down. Let's get my animal deck back. Give me 3 cards. The original deck we started with. Give me 3 cards, universe. What else you want to tell them? So the bottom line is, it's in limbo. It's stopped. The reading began, stopped, and it ends in a stalemate. Okay? It's a stalemate. It's the 5 of Pentacles. I'm out in the cold. They know what they fucking need to do. And for every fiber of their being. And every card set that represents you is nothing but spectacular. But every card set that represents them has a band of devil energy that's not here. That causes them to put up walls and stuff. Even though they feel this. And the universe says with divine timing that turkey will finish cooking. But I don't want my divine feminines waiting on this motherfucker. Right? Because they're in a woe is me moment. And this is where I don't want you to be. They're in a woe is me. And when you're in a woe is me moment, like I told you once before with this card, she looked like somebody on one of my hikes. I hike at a place that looks just like that, actually. I'd see her sitting there, me being me, I'd go over to see if she was okay. If there's anything I could do, she'd send me away. Because when you're in a woe is me moment, you'll send away the best shit. Your Prince Charming could show up, or Princess Charming could show up while you're in a woe is me moment over this garbage, and you'll cast them away. You'll just blow them off like nothing. You will. Don't go there. Don't do it. And look, as I said that, I'm not done shuffling. But as I said that, I have a Magician here too. I got verified. They on their side, on the runner's side, they have all the tools they need. They have the ability to come in here and man or woman up and open up the Schlitz can of this Ace of Cups over here. They know that you're the wish fulfilled. They also know it here. But it's divine timing. They're going to feel it. But the rewind is going to cause some nostalgia for them. It's going to make them feel all of this on a level of actually being in it again, rather than just feeling it. It's gonna be like it's just like starting over, which is a John Lennon song. It's gonna be just like starting over. Maybe the lyrics of John Lennon's "Just Like Starting Over" mean something. I haven't thought about that song in 40 years. I have no fucking idea where that came from. No idea. But maybe it means something. I don't know. All right, here we go. 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. What's going on here? All right. Sum it up before I go pull some voodoo and find that devil. I'm gonna find that son of a bitch. I'm going hunting. I'm hunting wabbits. I'm going to go down some rabbit holes. I see the bottom card. I'll give you the bottom card. It'll be crossing the center card I pull in the 3 card. It's the 9 of Swords again. This is, pacing the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey, but what's it on top of? What's it the affecting energy of? 3 swords. Here it is. This card here is what the 9 of Swords is crossing. I haven't looked. Page of Swords. Jesus, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, and a tower. That I expected. I did not know that was there, but I was just fucking thinking, I bet a tower or some kind of 10 of Swords is coming out. Yep, there it is. 9 swords crossing the Page of Swords. What does that mean? What do you think that means? It's a card of spying. It's a card of this person knows that you're the wish fulfilled. Nothing compares to you. I used to sing Sinead, Redneck Sinead. Nothing compares to you. Right? Like that. Make the whole country of Ireland cry every time I do it. But I'm drawn to these stars here. Of course, everything is equal and opposite reaction. The energy of the connection is the sun. What they feel is the Queen of Cups. Yeah. What's the equal and opposite reaction of that? It's a fucking tower and the 3 of Swords, as far as I can tell. Straight up. It's in this deck, the animal deck, the 3 of Swords means business. Look at that heart. It's ripped to damn shreds. This person is spying. They're trying to spy, but they can't. That energy is still in play. They can't find you in the 3D. All they can do is feel you in the 5D. And because we've had a reset back to the beginning of the cycle, it's just like starting over. Just like John Lennon sang. Just like starting over. And it's causing a fucking tower, which can go either way. They're going to be pacing the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. I got 9 of Swords everywhere for your person. That's good. I didn't see an 8 of Swords in this reading. The 9 of Swords, 9s are the end in tarot. It leads to a 10 of Swords. I said I expected either a tower or a 10 of Swords here based on these 3 cards that I already knew about. I got the tower. That's fine. That's major arcana. I'll take it. It's the same fucking thing as the 10 of Swords. The tower tears everything down at the foundation and leads to a reset. It's a 10-sword tower is basically what it is right there. 9 swords is good. This is the stories we tell ourselves that keep us up at night. It's nonsense. It's always nonsense. I think that for a lot of you, they're going to get past it, but it's up in the air. It's up to your person. I've told you this before, and I'll tell you again. It depends. There are 1,000 different energies here. And I have to, in real time, and I don't think people appreciate as much what I do here unless I say this. In real time, I take 1,000 different stories, 1,000 different energies that are coming in because I'm pulling on it. And I translate it into a general bubble of something that'll make sense to 10,000 to 20,000 people watching. Okay? I do it in real time without editing. It's up in the air. It could go either way. It depends if you have just a fuckwit, a regular fuckwit, or if you have some sort of super fuckwit with the underwear on the outside of their pants. Does your person wear the underwear on the outside of the pants? If your answer is yes, well, then they may or may not come in. They have all the tools they need. They have the ability to transform lead into gold. They've done it, but they always chicken out. And right now, there's a 50-50 chance they'll chicken out, which is why there's going to be a Schrodinger fucking cat again in the fucking extended at the end. I will do a Schrodinger at the end of the extended. to find out. But this tower is good. This is a good tower. It comes after a Three of Swords. It comes because the Three of Swords comes because somebody thinks this is over and now they're nostalgic for it. Just like me at my Kestrel field at 19 years old. I was nostalgic for it, but it was over. It was Three of Swords. That's why I teared up in part. I can't even go out there. It says keep off the grass. Of course, me being me, I then said, what the fuck do I care about a stupid sign? There's nobody here. I went out on the grass and sat down. But aside from that, I technically wasn't supposed to do that. So I'm going to stick with my analogy. My rule breaking aside, I'm going to stick with my analogy. The reality is they're feeling the nostalgia for it and it feels like it's over, which causes a tower moment, which will go, it depends what kind of super fuckwit you got. Let's see, just for shits and giggles, before we go to the extended, for those that are coming, what's underneath this Nine of Swords? What's fueling this? Where does this go? Okay? And hope to God it's something good. Oh, it's something very good. It's the Wheel of Fortune. But it's 50-50, kids. It's just like, it's the same fucking answer. There's too many energies here. Too many variables. Alright? Your person may come, I'm sorry, but it's just a fact. You want me to sugarcoat it? Your person's coming in. This is communication, 180-degree turn. They're coming in. Your wheel is turning in your favor. Well, I got a newsflash for you. That's not how I do readings, because that's a lie. There's too many energies here. The wheel, I will tell the divine feminines this. It's 50-50 whether your person comes in. It depends if they're a super fuckwit or just a regular fuckwit. They may chicken out. They may. They feel a lot, but know this, they love you and they're going to feel it. But I want to tell the divine feminines this. This, no lie, this Wheel of Fortune is for you. Okay? Worry about your side of the fence. Worry about you. Clean up your shit. Find your inner empress. And this wheel is turning for you, one way or another. This wheel will turn in the wrong direction if this person shows up half-cooked turkey and you take them back. Alright, and I already told you at the beginning of this video, you take back a half-cooked turkey against my advice, that's fine, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. Shelly, my lawyer, makes me say it. If she didn't make me say that, I'd tell you never do what you want, just do what I say. But unfortunately, Shelly will have my ass for that. So, you do what you want. But if you take a half-cooked turkey back, and you come back to me a month later and say they ran again, I'm going to block your ass on Twitter. I'll never talk to you. I won't. Because I'm not going to go through that shit again. I'm going to say what Roy Scheider said in Jaws 2. I don't want to go through that hell again. And it's true. And that son of a bitch did in that movie. He went through the hell all over again, even though he didn't want to. But anyway, that's your reading. And that's your honest reading. For some of you, this person is going to come at you so fast between now and Christmas, you won't even know what the fuck hit you. They're going to come out of the blue with a tower there. But for a good chunk of you, they're not. They're going to chicken out. It's here. There's too many energies to pinpoint it. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pull a Wicked Voodoo Extended, major ass shit. And this is nice because this leads up to my full moon eclipse reading where I'm going to pull on the new cycle itself. That's going to be something. But in this one here, I'm going to find this devil. Because if we can find this devil, we might actually be able to help your person. Or you might if they come in, even if they come in half-cooked. Because I can tell you what kind of devil it is, and I can tell you how to diffuse it. Because your angel energy, that's very clear, because this is you. Your connection's angel energy, it's very clear, because this is it. And it's even clear that they see you as angel energy and feel you as angel energy. So the only thing that would stop someone from coming toward this much angel energy and put up a wall is a devil energy. And he ain't showed up in the reading. Which means it's one of them little sneaky worm ones. Something else going on besides what we've pulled on already in extendeds for your person's abandonment issues and all that kind of shit. Nah. There's something else going on here. I'll see if I can find it. I can't guarantee I will. But we'll have some fun in the extended anyway. We'll see. But I'm going to dig for it. So if you want the extended, the link's in the description. Alright, I'll find out, we'll pull a Schrodinger's cat and find out what's likely to happen here. And we'll try to get to the bottom of this Tower Three of Swords shit too. Okay? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. If I helped one person today, I've done my job. Alright? And if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Okay. Link for the extended is in the description, everyone.